In this session, we're going to discuss some of the refinements that have been made for employee and the security user setup. So from my setup off the home ribbon, you will now notice that the user security is positioned right below the employees. You no longer have to go down to the very bottom of the setup to get to it. So when I'm into security, if I click on users, we now have a little search bar up here. So if I'm looking for a particular user, I just type in part of the name, hit enter, and it'll go look for that user. And you can still add, edit, delete from here. In the employees, if I wish to add a new employee to the system, I just simply click add, just like I would normally do. Put that employee's name in. Let's say we got a new one called John Doe. I'm going to hit next. Now, if you want, you could put an employee number or the name and a title. Now, this will come in handy when you're setting up the security form. So I'm going to go put in the name. And I'm going to put a short title. He says new technician. And I'm going to click on the binoculars. So typically, here's where I'd have to go search the user list to look for them. Now, I could still search, but what if they're not in here? So if I go look for Mr. John Doe, don't find him, I can now add him as a user, and it will autofill the name and description from your details here. So if I click on yes, see now it brings that across. I go to security. I'm going to give him a password. I click on roles, and now I go assign the role or roles. So I'm going to say he's a technician. Hit OK. There he is. I click. I hit OK again. And now I have the security set up along with the employee. So now what I have to do to finish it off is go to Technician tab, put in their name, their whatever you're going to display on the work orders and invoices. I'll just say JD. Put in a rate if I wish. Hit save. And now he's done. Now you can do this exact same thing in the contacts. So if I go straight to the contacts, I'm not going to come here at all. If I wish to add a new contact, so if I say, well, I'm going to add a new one, let's say we're going to get us a new service advisor named Mary Jane. Details, employee, not an employee, so I'm going to go down here and change settings. So let's say she's doing service. Click on the binoculars. Go look for Mary. Don't have a Mary in here. Add. It'll autofill. Put in the password. Roles. Click OK. There she is. Click. Hit OK again. And then I finish it off. And now I have a new service advisor. This works identically if you are in the enterprise, setting up an enterprise employee. The only difference is in the enterprise, you will have to select the location or locations you want that person to be available at. That's the only difference. Once they're ready to go, save and close, and it's done.